Yo, what is good? My anniversary for what is good, yo? I honestly think this Rise of a New World is getting ridiculously interesting, but it honestly feels like it's being very ambiguous if it has 12 episodes. And what I mean by that is it's showcasing so many promising things with a lot on the line, but how much time do they have within a 12 episode span to really give us that explanation of what we could like and enjoy about it, you know? So I think that's one of my biggest gripes with this is it feels almost like there's a lot for them to have happen. But at this point, if it's going to end with one season, which I don't want it to, I'm not saying it's going to, and I'm not saying I want it to. I'm just saying if it's possible that these shows are coming close to an inevitable end because of the studio or because of just how the show is planned to be in the first place, we might be in, we might be in trouble. Um, and it would be pretty interesting to see just what people would do if the story ends with like a really bad conclusion, you know. So that's kind of my whole deal with what we're seeing right now is I don't know what they're going to do with all this time that supposedly would be needed to still kind of stretch out some of these, you know, narrative points, some of these things that probably aren't going to be explained all that well. And if they're not, why not get another season or use your first season to explain most of it? Because as of right now, I still don't understand how our main character ended up beating someone like that demon guy, right? Like someone who has been captured for years and years but never's been killed, and it's clear that he shouldn't be dead from what he just fell from too as well, in my opinion. So we'll see how all these things turn out at the end of the day, because for me, I really do enjoy what I'm seeing. It just now comes down to what are they going to do with these characters? Who is going to be the person that um, can even do anything different that we haven't seen done? Oh my god, that thing sucks. And if not, it's going to be one of those things where uh, everything that we've seen up to this point could be instantly forgotten about and then just taken out with a couple of battles. But the reason why I'm saying there's so much interesting stuff, we have the mother and the daughter going into the room of this younger the sibling who is out there trying to do a mission she was supposedly sent on, right? Like, they sent her out here to do this, and to think that uh, the next moment they're coming into her room pretty much trying to find some dirt or find any type of thing that pretty much puts them in a position to maybe understand something she's up to, right? So it's funny to me that they have to go through all of this, which that's probably what this her being sent out was about, was to send her out and just to, you know, expect her room. And for her, she's going here thinking that she's actually doing something, and uh, on the flip side, she's doing something behind her mother's back as well. So that stuff's interesting. We then have the other nation who sends out our team into, you know, this neutral area for a vacay supposedly. And what happens? Supposedly, I bet that every time they've noticed a trend, every time one of our main guy goes there, the swordsman, he would run into people that are relatively important, and if we're captured, would do a lot for their chance. Like for instance, they had the sister. They could have literally held her over their heads and pretty much either be like, hey, if you don't fight, if you keep fighting us, we'll just kill your daughter, right? Like, we have her in confinement, and clearly she couldn't get out. Her abilities were cool too. She could like see what happened after, even when she wasn't in the location for like a certain person she wants to see. So I like that ability as well as just how she was trying to use it to get a better understanding of where her target went. Not only that, I've only seen so much of all of these characters, so it's still very cool to see what the Empire's doing and why they sent their team here, for the real reason, right? And it's also really interesting to see how they're going to play this show for the rest of the day or for the rest of the season, because if there's more seasons to come, I don't think we're going to get a lot of explanation everywhere. But if there isn't another season, we might just get everything and then the show like end. So we'll see how this plays out. Hope you guys are having an amazing one. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.